Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez, and I'm your Tuesday tea girl for the KiKi Queens. And girl, can we talk? I've got so much to talk about, my life. Well, first of all, we took a little surprise spring break for the KiKi Queens. I think everyone's life is happening right now. And one of the girls was battling an illness. And so noticing that a lot of girls were not posting, we're like, dude, let's take a break. So, because I don't like to be one of the only ones on the channel. I'm like, girls, if we can't commit, let's do something about this. Let's do something. But girl, my life is happening too. I got shits going on. I kind of forget the last thing I talked about. I think I told you that I'm engaged. Wa-la-la. Is that too bright up there? And I think one of the last things I talked to you about was the fact that I went to Orlando to visit my little sister, one of my little sisters, the second youngest girl, and her family. I don't know if I talked to you before or after I was going. There's been no update since, meaning I have not actually spoken to her, but the trip itself was love. And the one thing that I've been dealing with in my transition or in my life is there's a huge difference between acceptance and love. And it is possible to love without complete acceptance. And I think I was putting so much emphasis and importance on acceptance. And this is funny because I've talked about it as a gay man on my channel. I talked about the struggle and the awareness and I guess the identity crisis of coming out of the closet. And I had a lot of time to deal with this, and my family and people haven't. And the same thing goes with my transition. And I had a conversation with my mother. I'm actually getting ready to go. Okay, there's another story there, but there's a big difference between acceptance and love. And I was putting all the emphasis on complete acceptance. Like I wanted my family to completely accept me 100% as I am. Because I've been so blessed in my life to have my husband or my fiance completely accept me in drag, out of drag, with hair, makeup, no makeup, eyelashes, well, before boobs, with boobs or without boobs. Now I have them, they're always there. And I kind of just wanted everyone in my life to be the same way. And that's, I guess, not fair. It takes time. One of my favorite cousins is getting married in June. And I had made plans to go up and visit the wedding this summer instead of this past Christmas. So because I took my baby up, my fiance up last year for Christmas. And I'm like, next year we're going to skip Christmas and come back the next summer for Robin's wedding. And after Dawn Renee's visit, I was devastated, crushed, emotionally struggling. And I called Robin and I'm like, look, I'm not coming to your wedding. I am so sorry. And she's like, what is your problem? And I'm like, I don't want to ruin your magical day. And she's like, wow, you're giving yourself a lot of credit. Like, why would you think you're going to ruin my magical? And I'm like, you know what? It's safe to say that a lot of my Alaskan family and their friends are valley people or hillbilly people or country folk. And they just won't understand me. And my cousin was like, they don't need to understand you. They don't need to understand you at all. Nobody needs to understand you. And I'm like, Robin, after Dawn's visit, I was just so devastated. I'm like, look, I'm not going to come. And she's like, listen to me. Last time you were here, you looked just like a girl anyway. Don't wear a 7-foot-tall wig and don't wear huge eyelashes and don't wear stage makeup. Keep your nails on this time and wear eyeliner or whatever. You would go to the mall. Like, do a normal look. You don't have to paint like crazy like for stage, and they'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like, that makes sense to me. So I've had a 360 with going to the wedding. Another preview or another update is my mother and father are visiting Florida for the first time since I've lived here. moved here in 1999. So in 17 years, my family has never visited me in Florida. I've always been the one to visit them. Well, my parents are coming to Orlando. They're pulling a Dawn trick. Like, we're gonna come see you, but we're really gonna come do something fun, and you're just like a bonus. Although Dawn Renee came for a full week, and I only saw her one day. Mom's coming for one day to see me for one day. I think she wants to do SeaWorld instead of Disney, which is fine. So yeah. And then they're getting a rental car and they're going up to visit all the other lower 48 kids and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. They're going to make a full week of, Florida, Indiana, Utah, Colorado. I don't even know where they're all going, but they're going to make a big and then go back to Alaska for Robin's wedding, which I'm going back up there for that. So, whirlwind. Another thing that my life has been really happening, or struggle that I'm dealing with. I am the Miss Southern Elegance FI at large, and I'm going to nationals. So I'm going to be competing in a beauty pageant on April 24th. And bitch, when I tell you that the pennies are not matching up. Like, I've spent $3,000 on my evening gown. I've spent money. Oh my God. My backup dancers alone are going to cost $1,000. I haven't even rented their costumes yet. But I rented my costume for talent because I'm going for a specific look. And my costume alone is $300 to rent. So, Heart Attack City. Struggle is real. And it's funny because everyone kept asking if I was going to do another national pageant or another system. And I said, no, I am waiting to fix my body and get everything right. Which reminds me of FFS. I'm still getting FFS. I have stopped promoting and or pushing that at this moment only because I'm struggling with Miss Florida. And I don't like asking for help, period. So I'm not going to ask for help for this and ask for help for that. And no, hold on. Plus, I wanted to get FFS before I went to Alaska. I had this hope that I would magically put up this GoFundMe and people would suddenly donate $45,000 in a month. I can make an appointment, go, and be healed by the time I went to Alaska. My family would fully accept me as a woman because, damn, she looks like a woman. That's not the case, and that didn't happen. But I am still doing that for me and for my kitties here. I'm still doing that for me and for myself. My little girls. Yes. I'm a pretty girl. It's just, it's just not today. So right now, a lot of my time and energy has been focusing on getting all my categories: swimsuit competition, evening gown competition, onstage question and answer competition, talent competition, all that, getting ready for Miss Florida. And the struggle. The struggle is real. So I'm taking a lot of extra bookings and focusing, and a lot of my extra time going into that. You want down, baby? Mommy's focused. Comes out of me, but not for long while I'm doing this. Yeah. So that's taking a lot of my self. But the pennies, girl, pinching pennies is not cute. But anyways, today's topic is from Obeaune, and she wants to know. What would you do I'm pretty sure this is based loosely on the TV show What Would You Do? All right. A woman is breastfeeding in public. Okay. Some other woman is harassing her for it. What would you do?